Happy New Year! Oh, wait, where's my hat? Happy New Year! It's January 1st. We're so excited. It's January 1st. Andrea and I have been waiting for this day for months. We have been in the know. Well, I've been in the know. She's been in the hint. Terry was a little in the hint too. She was picking my brain. And I'm like, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. So I have an amazing mentor in Mary Kay, and she gave me some information because we are Go Give. And if you don't know what that means, and everybody, as you're coming on, please mute yourself. And so she gave me some great information that Nationals had. And the company kept this so hush-hush. All the stuff you saw today kept it so hush-hush that the Nationals couldn't even put anything in writing because they kept changing the rules. So that's why they didn't want to give anybody an advantage. And y'all, this is such a game changer. And we're going to go through these rules. And what I want to ask you guys to do is if you have a question, we're going to save the questions for the end. So people who are watching the recording don't have to listen to all the questions unless they want to hear the questions. And we're just going to have you either text or Voxer, Andrea or myself, your questions. And if we don't cover them, then we'll look at it at the end, okay? But I'm sure by now you've all gone on to Mary Kay in Touch, and you've seen the cruise, and you've read all about the commission raises. Yes? I mean, up to directorship, you got a double.
Oh, no.
A double.
Don't go through it yet. Make them fill in the blanks.
Oh, you fill in the blanks. Okay, so you should have a form that Andrea put together. She's just like a little teacher now. She's so cute. And you're going to fill in the blanks. Of course, I don't have the one with the blanks, so, you know, hopefully we'll get all this. But I'm going to have Andrea start by talking about the rules and all that. And then I'm going to go over some super fun things as well. But while everybody's still signing on, I just want to tell you that we are so pumped about this. This is the biggest game changer. I've been in Mary Kay for 27 years. This is the biggest game changer I've ever seen. The increased commissions, the fact that you can earn a trip, the fact that you're going to be able to build and get paid so much money. So much money. I mean, $50 for every qualified team member. Who does that? And I think it's Mary Kay's way. You know, people are like, why are they doing this? I think it's their way of saying, you know what? It is time we up our game. It is time that we reward consultants instead of, you know, directors get highly rewarded and highly paid. But now we want to recognize our middle management. And so if you have just joined Mary Kay in the past day, or you have joined Mary Kay in the past month, or you've been in Mary Kay with me for 27 years, this is your time. It's a brand new year. You know, in Mary Kay, we get 2 New Years. We get this new year, Happy New Year's Day, January 1st, and we get July 1st, which is when our seminar year begins. So this is our chance to make the next 6 months the most unbelievable, successful 6 months of your entire career, even if you just signed up this morning. Okay, so Andrea, you want to go through the rules, and y'all get your little forms out and fill in your blanks.
Okay, so they may not know what the heck you're talking about. Back up just a second. I put together a note sheet that can be found right now at your Facebook page. If you go to Shipe Superstars and go into the files, or just scroll down to 1 hour ago, I posted it, and you're going to want to pull that up, because this is about you understanding and filling in all the blanks so that you really got this and you can get out there today. I mean, today. Joe already has a new recruit. I've been booking and placing calls, and I want you to have that excitement and power to understand what is for you and for them. Mary Kay said we have something on our forehead. Everyone has something on their forehead, and it's WIIFH. What's in it for her? And then, of course, or what's in it for me? But and then, of course, the second sign that we all have around our around our neck is make me feel important. That's what Mary Kay taught. So let's go ahead. Hopefully now you've pulled up the form. If you don't have a printer, I know Christine doesn't have a printer, just fill in on a piece of paper what we're sharing, because we want you to really, really, really get this. Okay, first and foremost, hot news. It is called Destination Red. This is a Royal Caribbean cruise to the, where? Bahamas, fill in the blank. This is pretty amazing. So here's the deal. First time in history of this company, they are renting out an entire cruise ship just for us. So what is all of this about and when is it going to be? Okay. Point number one, this October 7th through 11th, 2019. The first 500 consultants and directors, so we're all playing, to qualify will earn balcony rooms. Now the trip is for you and one more person. This is, again, huge. To earn the top director trip, you can only take your spouse. Well, on this one, you can take your spouse, your nice, I mean, you can take your neighbor if you want, but you can also take a child, and that's pretty cool. I really like this. There is airfare for two. So in a lot of the past times that anybody has had any kind of promos, you have to get there. Well, Mary Kay's covering that one too. They're going to fly you to Miami, and then you immediately take the shuttle to the cruise ship. All meals are included on this ship. All port fees and gratuities are covered for stateroom attendance and dining room. You guys, that again, if you've ever been on a cruise, my first cruise with Dave, we totally forgot we have to tip at the end, and we'd used up all of our cash, and they only take cash. So these are those little things that are, you know, so amazing that they're going to cover all of that. Refreshment packages are included, which are premium coffee, teas, bottled water, still and fresh orange juice, and non-alcoholic beverages with soda. So this is an exciting opportunity for all of us to have a cruise. Now, what are the contest rules? There are 3 things that we all must achieve to accomplish this. And it starts 1 January and goes to the 30th of June. So we have 6 months, and we're all at ground zero today. The first is we have to personally order 3,600 wholesale to Mary Kay. Now the goal, of course, would be to sell the retail, which would be double. But if you're a brand new person and you start today, guess what? You've already checked that block. Number 2, we all must have 6 new Great Start qualified recruits, again, starting today. And in order to earn the trip, you must have 3 first-time red jackets on your personal team. Now, I'm going to let Joanna share with you the bonus. And Joe, if you don't have the form, pull it up on your Facebook, and you can see the fill in the blank.
Okay. No, I don't have the form, but so the bonus, if you decide you're going for this and you start working and you are working your business full circle and you're doing the faces and you are sitting down with people one-on-one and you're back to the kitchen table and you are putting the product on people's faces and you're talking about the career opportunity because it's all full circle, and you add team members in January who become Great Start qualified within 4 months, okay, January, February, March, April, they have till April to be qualified, they will count double for the cruise. So if you add 3 people who are qualified in the month of January, you've hit the 6 qualified rule. 3 people this month. Now, what I would suggest you do, because, you know, some people order their starter kit because they want to get the starter kit, and they may not ever really do anything with the business, or they may not do anything with the business in the first 4 months, or they may just say, this is fun. I just want to hang out with you guys because we are a party. You may have some people who go, oh my gosh, this is the most amazing career opportunity ever, and I'm going to make a Facebook video, and I don't even have my inventory yet. Like Jen, okay? So you have all kinds of people out there doing all kinds of different things. So what I would recommend you do is go for a gold medal. I cannot accurately tell you right now how many gold medals I've earned, but I want to tell you guys something. Anytime I was ever kind of going blah a little bit in my business, My incredibly smart mother would always say, I want to challenge you to do 2 things. And then if you decide this isn't for you anymore, fine. And this happened to me 3 times in the last 27 years. 3 times I've been like just in a little valley, okay? Happens in all walks of life. 2 things I want you to do. 1 is a perfect start. That's 15 faces within 2 weeks. And 2, earn a gold medal. And do you know that all 3 times that that happened to me, she threw down the gauntlet and I picked it up and said, okay, I'll do it. And all 3 times it changed the entire face of my business. 15 new faces will turn into 30 faces in 30 days, which is a power start. And Andrea and I are going to be talking about Perfect Start, Power Start a lot in the next 3 weeks. Perfect Start, Power Start, and then the gold medal just falls in your lap. Because when you're excited about your business, when you're excited about the career opportunity, when you are all in, people are going to want to come with you. I mean, if I sat here and said, well, let's get excited. I'm so happy. This is fun. How many of you really want to stay on this call? You don't. You're like, it's painful. But if you get excited about your career opportunity, if you get excited about what this company has to offer you, especially right now, as of 2019, and you are all in and you say, this is it, I'm doing this, the rewards are going to be so incredibly great. So in January, you want to kick this off hard and fast. Don't say, I'll start in February. Don't say, well, it's already January 1st, the month's already gone. Like, who says that? Come on. You might say, well, we've got leadership this month. We're going to be in San Diego for 5 days. Or, you know, my daughter's getting married, or I've got this to plan, or I'm going to have 14 grandbabies or whatever. You know what, guys? Everybody has stuff. And just like Andrea and I were talking earlier today, you know, we're changing things up this new year. We're changing things up. We're still going to do our moving and grooving, but Talk to Me Tuesday is going to be all different. We're changing it all up, and you'll get all the news on that. Because our philosophy is those who want it are going to show up. If you just want to be out there and do it on your own, more power to you. But you know what? Mary Kay always said, if I have an idea and you have an idea, we each have an idea. But when we come together, now we both have 2 ideas. And teamwork does make the dream work. This entire company, this faith-based company, is built on people coming together as a team to support and lift each other up. So make the commitment. Make the commitment to start your January off strong. And you be all in. Give it 6 months. Say, I'm going to give it from January 1st to June 30th. I'm going to give it 6 months to be all in. This is going to be my priority and my focus. Okay, did they fill in the blanks on that?
No, because I'm going to bring them back to that. So straight tangent. So Joe is really excited today, so I'm just going to keep us on track. I know that you've already said, okay, Joe, just pump me up. I'm going to go for it. And y'all, that's the hardest thing. That's the hardest decision, is just to say, yeah, what do I have to lose? What do I have to lose? On your piece of paper, there's a section that says, how are we going to make this a reality? How are you going to make this a reality? So let's go ahead and start there. In order to have 3,600 in wholesale, our goal is to sell double. Now, I don't care what you do. If you want to just place all of your profit, go for it. But if you did want to have profit, then your goal is 7,200 in sales. Now, I've broken it down because Mary Kay said, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And on a tangent note, my son is home from college. My husband does this brilliantly in all aspects of life. And I'm sitting and watching Dave, and Paul's overwhelmed because he hasn't been getting the hours that he needs, and he has to pay his bills for college, and he's getting stressed out. And my husband just said, whoa. Okay, do you realize that you're only 12 more hours away from reaching your goal? And even I got excited. So you guys, the moment you get overwhelmed, when you work with one of us, or at least take some deep breaths, 4 deep breaths, get oxygen to the brain, and then you can actually think, you start to go, oh, this isn't that hard. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to go for it. So let's just use these numbers. And I'm going to start, if you're brand spanking new and you don't have any confidence in yourself yet, let's just look at if you sit with a facial and your average is only $30 per face. Now that basically means some will be a 0, some will be 60, some will be 200. But if the average is $30 per face, excuse me, that's only 240 faces for 6 months. Now don't freak out. We're going to divide it into 6 months. So you guys, that comes out to 40 faces if you happen to have a lower average. Now, the more faces you do, the better your average gets. So let's keep going. What if you have a higher average of $50? Then that's only 24 faces consistently January through June. Now, you're probably a seasoned consultant going, yeah, this is easy. And your facial average is 100. Well, guess what? You're only 12 consistent faces for every single month to hit your sales goal. Now, don't stop there. You want to be on the National Court of Sales, and this will keep you going in that direction. But that's how you can take that big number and just break it down into something that says, I can do this. I'm going to try. I'm going to keep trying. So I do want to tell you, remember when I said, what's in it for her? I love the idea of getting on the phone, but having something about her. So if you don't have something you're passionate about right now, I would be really excited about New Year, New You makeovers. Oh my gosh, I want to bless you. If you can serve other people, you will be successful in this business, in life. But this business is about serving. So yes, you're going to get a great reward. You're going to earn a cruise. But if you can keep in front of you that I want to serve her. So what's in it for her? A New Year, New You makeover, maybe a beauty experience that she can share with her friends. Or something that I'm doing is I'm doing a cruise party July 10. And every single person that helped me by bringing an extra girlfriend that helped me earn this cruise, they're going to come to my cruise party. And I'm going to have cupcakes. I might even have a DJ. I'm going to make it super, super great. And that's something that they can feel that they were a part of. So number 2. 6 new Great Start qualified recruits. Well, Joe just talked about working full circle. You want to really be focused. 1 out of 5 who sit down and hear the marketing plan are going to say yes. Now, I do want you to know that if you're talking to a lot of people and you haven't pre-profiled your prospect, it might be a little harder. What does that mean? If you are talking to people who ain't got no money, can't get no money, don't have no friends with no money, you are going to have a harder time hitting the 1 out of 5. So it's not impossible. There's always exceptions, but we really want to be building strong entrepreneurs. And even if they're small, like low activity in the beginning. So I would recommend that you look at who you're inviting, because it will be harder if they aren't somebody who is going to be able to make a decision or find a way to finance their business. Okay, the third on this for making it a reality is inviting 5 people per week to come to your Mary Kay meeting or sit down and have a career chat. If you're a brand new consultant, this is going to also be the same as a Pearl call. So these are all going to work together. You're going to earn your pearls of sharing. You're going to have other opportunities. And then before I turn it over to Joe, she's going to talk a little bit about what's in it for you with your commission. I do want to tell you at our Facebook page today, I gave a little picture, and there's 2 things that I got to say before you just send it out to everybody. Number 1, I want to tell you the rationale behind this compact that's on a picture that you can save on your phone and text to people. Now, this is about working and building support before she signs. So you'll notice it's almost like a hostess reward, but it is for listening to the Mary Kay video. You, the beauty consultant, will be giving her a free eyeshadow. When she has her husband, her mother, anybody in her life that's going to be a support system, when they understand and buy into her vision, then they're going to help her build her business. This is somebody who's going to be a faster red jacket for you. She will then get a second gift, which you give her another eyeshadow, or of course, as it goes on, the third person, she gets another eyeshadow. The fourth person, she gets a cheek color or a contouring shade, and she can earn the compact and the brushes when she signs. And so I am really excited about this because this is going to help you have somebody who comes in and doesn't have people rain on her parade as quickly. The other thing on there is I personally made the Google form. You might want to make your own. So that is mine, and I won't be able to track all of, you know, the people that go to that Google form if they're not my own. So I'm going to recommend that you maybe make your own picture or just create a new Google form follow-up. If you're in my unit, no problem. That will be fine, and I'll be following up with both you and your consultant or your guest. But I would say that would be important to make sure you tell her or you work on individually. The final thing on that piece of paper is I did put Amy Kemp's link for a video. You can give any video. You can also just sit down and talk with her, which is, of course, you always want to do that. I send a video as a layering effect, but you can send any other video. Okay, so that is at Shape Superstar Facebook page. And then Joe, are you excited to follow the last part to have them fill in the blank?
She wants me to follow the last part. That's her way of hinting. So just real quick on the compact, I will be setting up my own Google Doc for that as well, so that you guys in my personal unit can send people to that. But Andrea is very gracious to share that with us. And if you send people to it today and they end up on her Google form, she'll transfer those over. Okay, so why add team members and become a Red Jacket? Well, first-time Red Jackets, if you've never been a Red Jacket before, and those of you who are brand new, a Red Jacket is someone with 3 team members. You know, like Mary Kay, like I said before, Mary Kay always said women like to do things in packs. We don't even go to the bathroom without a friend. So when you have 3 people who are on your team and they're active, they've placed a 225 wholesale order within the last 3 months, and you're a first-time Red Jacket, the company hands you $100 in cash. There you go. $100 in cash, okay? Now, as a Red Jacket, and you have a team of, you know, 1, 2, 3, or 4 people, and then when you have 5, you're a team leader, but as a Red Jacket, or anyone basically who's not a director yet, when you and your team's production is below $1,000 wholesale, the company sends you a 4% check of all the orders except for your personal order. So if your team, if you do 400 and your team does 600, and well, less than 1,000, so $900, then you earn a 4% check. That's the way it's always been on your team's production. So what the company has done is they have increased that. When you and your team do 1,000 to $1,799, so $1 less than $1,800. They up that commission, so now you make 6% commission from your team's orders. When the team as a whole does 1,000 to $1 below $1,800. And when your team does 1,800 or more in production, and you are out there working and going and blowing, you now make 8% commission from your team's orders. You guys, you just doubled what you normally make. Who's typing?
Me, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. She's pulling something up. Okay, so 8% commission when you and your team do 1,800. Now, again, it may be that 400 of that is your personal production, but you make that 8% from the other production, for the other 1,400 and higher. Also, you guys, when you have 5 people on your team who order, and you yourself do a $600 order that month, which if you're working, you're going to always be doing a qualified order. Now your commission jumps to 13%. Can you say cash? You guys, this is just for sharing the career opportunity and then letting your director, that would be us, teach her how to build her business. Just for inviting people onto your team. This is director size pay. Also, for every qualified team member that you add, the company sends you a $50 bonus. You guys, this is crazy. If you are not focused on team building, I would be watching every video on InTouch. I would go back and watch the video that we posted on the Superstars Facebook page about a week and a half ago with, what was her name, Andrea? I forget the girl's name. Okay, it's there. With all of her closing sheets and everything, I put all that on there. So go and listen to her. Invest 20 minutes in listening to how someone works full circle and shares the marketing plan. I changed everything I'm doing in my shows. I do full-blown marketing plan now in the first 5 minutes. I do it quickly and effectively, and I streamline it. But I do it. You just put it out there in the very beginning. Here's our product. Here are our 4 different sets I'm selling. This is our company. Here are the 4 different levels that you can work a business. Now, if you are a first-time Red Jacket, then you also get that $100 bonus. But basically, when you crunch the numbers, if you're a first-time Red Jacket with $1,800 on your team's commission, you will get a commission check for $244. Free money. It's raining. That's what my daughter does when she talks about money. I think that has to do, I don't know what that has to do with. Okay, now, if you, well, okay, Andrea, go through the, if you're a new Great Start recruit, because this is.
Okay, so this next part is basically if you started after July 1st, but you're still in your first 4 months, you still can earn free product.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I do want to make sure everybody can earn the $50 cash bonus with a qualified recruit. So that might be where I messed up on this section, because I did check myself after printing it. So let's just go through this. You can earn $394 in commissions. And if you are still in your first 4 months of signing, you'll also get $220 in free product, which there are some lower levels you can choose, but the highest is $110 for a 3D miracle set. So I always just say 2 of those that's per qualified. So that would actually be almost $660 with the 3 qualified. So sorry, I messed up there. So let's go to the numbers. 1,800 production, 8% commission, you're still at 144. You're a first-time Red, you get a $100 bonus. But now you had 3 qualified recruits in a month. That means you're going to get a $150 bonus for that. And then you're going to get the $220 in free product for every qualified. So that'd be $660 for the 3 qualifieds in 1 month. So y'all, this is some pretty big girl size pay on top of your sales. And it's only going to grow, because with this excitement, you're going to quickly jump into the 13%. And if you choose to earn a car, that's there for you. And you can be not only earning a cruise car. Don't we still have the Malibu cruise car? And of course, moving into directorship. And we're going to be this time next year in Orlando. And all of us are going to be together. The whole Mary Kay world of leaders are going to be together in Orlando. We want to go to Disney World with you. We want to go and be in that castle and just celebrate you being a princess of your own business and shooting for the stars and making it.
Now,
the last part. You do the last part.
Okay. So basically, if you're going, the numbers, it's confusing. This is how you remember it. Qualified new, $50. If you're still in your first 4 months, free product. Just remember, lots of free product, okay? Because I know sometimes this gets confusing, because even just following the numbers here, I'm like, I just don't want to say the wrong number. Basically, you guys, you can write your own paycheck based on the faces you're doing, the sales you're doing, and the team building you're doing. Sharing the product, sharing the career opportunity. Now, on our Facebook page, which you guys, if you're not on our Facebook page, or you've got team members not on our Facebook page, get in the feed, because we can't be tracking people down and all that. And that's not fair to you, and it's not fair to us, and it's not fair to the rest of our unit members. So just get on the feed and embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace change. We just posted today a whole tracking system. Now, Andrea has another tracking system on her website, which you can use that. I've got several on my website. You can use that. But on the Superstars Facebook page, I love this. It's clean. It's neat. It looks like textbook. If you're a paper person and you need to track things on paper, it has your IPAs, it has your weekly schedule, everything. But some of the things that I would really, really love to see you guys do is, you know, this is the day of having New Year's resolutions and making commitments. And the average person either forgets or changes, let me mute them, changes or dismisses their New Year's resolutions within 30 days. So what I would love to see you do is I would love to see you create your own, even if it's just this size, your own goal poster and put the visuals in front of you. You guys, when I have things like this staring me in the face every single day, it creates an atmosphere of me being proactive, okay? Being proactive. Hawaii, the rings, quota sales, quota sharing. It helps you have that visual constantly. So if your goal is to earn the cruise, take a picture of a ship, okay? Put it in front of you. If your goal is to get in your red jacket, take a picture of the red jacket off of InTouch and put your face on it. Be proactive. Work with intention. And then you'll have the rewards. And it's just like everybody wants to lose weight on the first of the year. So if you did everything it took to lose weight, diet, exercise, everything, and for 30 days you saw no change whatsoever, how motivated would you be to continue to do that? Not very. So set up some little hurdles right now that you can reward yourself and say, oh my gosh, you know, my goal is to meet 5 new people in the next 5 days and get their names and numbers and bless them with a compliment. Okay, that's a hurdle. Let's do it. Pick things, don't make things so humongous that you go, oh my gosh. I was telling Andrea, I said, I want to tell everybody, do 40 faces in January and you'll sell 3,600. You just met that. And out of 40 faces, you're going to have at least 6 team members. Bam, you're done. Take the rest of the year off. And she's like, no, that's too much. They have lives. So Andrea protected all of you from me saying that. I think I got it in anyway. But you know what? When you set goals so humongous, like I'm going to lose 20 pounds this month, and you don't reach it, you're setting yourself up for failure. Now, I do want you to pick a goal, and my husband just said this right before the call. You got to pick a goal that kind of makes you a little sick to your stomach, right? And you got to put yourself out there. And you know what, guys? I want to challenge you. Start talking to your director. Start sharing with her. I got the most wonderful Voxer from Amy Paul, and she basically said, I did all 4 certifications. I did my personal assessment. I got my 10 compliment contacts, you know, out to customers. I only did 1 face because people canceled because of sickness and all that. But I just wanted you to know where I was at and what I did. She did all that with no intention of getting anything, just accountability. And on that note, I want to let you guys know those 4 certifications, MK University, skincare, color, and the legal certification, as well as your personal assessment, which is all on our Facebook page, okay? Once you fill that out and do it, it was supposed to be done by midnight last night. Because we are still learning to read all these reports and all on InTouch, Andrea and I have decided we're going to extend that until January 5th. So you have until this Saturday to get all those things done. And I don't want you to use IPA time. What is IPA time? Income producing activity time. That you do your certifications when you can't be out reaching people or it doesn't interfere with your family time. We've got to get some balance in our lives, guys. You know, yes, I want you to be focused. Yes, I want you to be disciplined, you know, dedication, discipline, determination. And yet, we also want you to have balance. And when it's time to shut it down, shut it down. But when it's time to turn it back on, turn it back on. Be disciplined. Get those 5 names, 3 names, 2 names every day. Make those 5 calls, 2 calls, 10 calls, 20 calls, whatever you're doing every day. Do the work every day, and the results will come. Be proactive, work with intention. Another thing too, Mary Kay always said this, we have read this in so many books of successful people. Make out your 6 most important things list every night for the next day. Get it done before 10 a.m. If you have to get up an hour earlier to get in your exercise time or get dressed for work or whatever so that you can get to the office earlier, so that you can get off earlier, or so that you can meet people in the coffee shop, okay? When you're just rushing into work and then rushing out, there's no time to meet people. There's no time to make those contacts. So start planning. Be proactive. Don't be reactive. Don't just react to what's going on around you. Be proactive. Being proactive is what is going to set the tone for your entire business. When you're just letting balls bounce off of you all over the place, just trying to defend yourself, you're living in a state of chaos. When you plan everything out, when you take this form and you commit to it, and you say, this is my MK time, this is my family time, this is my church time, this is my work time, this is my workout time. Yes, it can overlap a little bit. Yes, when I go to my church, do I have customers there? Yes. When I have my Dream Center time, do I have, Mary Kay time there as well? Yes. Just like when I am going other places, I still have church with me. But be intentional about how you're going to work your business and strategize. Andrea's always said 10 dials before 10, 10 dials before 10. And if you're like, okay, I'm already getting up at 6 a.m. I can't call people at 6 a.m. No, but you can set up your phone to send them text messages at 9 a.m. If there's a will, there's a way. And something else that we were talking about earlier is that, as women, we have so much on us. We have, and I'm not saying your spouses and your spouses don't participate. I know they participate. And for years, I told women, and I just want to punch myself for this, that kind of hurt, that, you've got to train your man. Train your man. Okay, well, that marriage didn't work, so maybe we should change that strategy a little bit. So love him. Share with him what your goals are. Tell him what the sacrifice might be. We're talking about me working 2 to 3 Saturdays a month now because we have so many local people, and I'm choosing to help them and support them. And I'm discussing that with him and what that's going to look like, and sharing with him what my goals are. And so when you do that, people will support what they help create. Now he can get excited about what's to come. He can get excited about more income in your family. And maybe he'll be willing to do a little bit more. Maybe he'll be willing to take your car and get it gassed up and make sure it's clean for you so that when you pick up gas to go to a meeting or an event or whatever, it looks nice. Maybe he'll be willing to carry your bags out. Maybe he'll be willing to help you count the money. They like counting the money. Involve him. If you were more involved in what your husband or your significant other did, you would probably be more excited about them going to work every day too. So involve them. Make them part of your goals. Tell them how they can support you. Men love to support women. They love it. Okay. All right. 4 certifications in personal assessment. You have until January 5th. We're going to put a shout out to everybody who already did it on our Facebook page because I'm really excited. We had like 7 people already do it. What else? Anything else? Now you can start asking us questions. There are 3 rules for the cruise. 3,600, 6 qualified. And what else? What else? 3 reds on your team. And you guys, think about it. When you have 3 red jackets on,
First-time reds.
First-time reds. 3 first-time reds. Thank you. First-time reds. When you have those people on your team, and then they've got people on their team, and you go into DIQ, when you have your 8 active team members and you go into director and qualification, do y'all understand that your personal team members all count towards director and qualification now.
And Joe, how exciting is it to think about if you've always wanted to take a trip with your besties? Like, really, you guys, Mary Kay will foot the bill, and you just get to invite all your besties across the country with their spouse. Like, this is exciting, or their spice. And this is so exciting to create your own dream vacation with people in your life that you've always wanted to do something big, and you don't have to pay for it.
Mary Kay's covering everything. And, you know, I went on my first cruise this past year for our anniversary. And, you know, when they say we cover the transfers, we'll pick you up at the airport and take you to the ship. We're going to pay for your airfare. We're going to pay the taxes. We're going to pay the gratuities. We're going to, you guys, you have a food package. I mean, everything. All those things are extras that we had to pay for, that we had to sign up to pay for our cruise. Everything was extra. So they are giving it all to us, and the entire ship is going to be Mary Kay.
So great.
Who's going with us? Who is going with us? Who's going with us? Who's going with us? Vicki, you raise your hand right now. I'm not going if you don't go because you're a party girl. Okay, so my suggestion is to look at the numbers, break it down. If you have no customers right now, you can do this. If you have no team members right now, you can do this. Walk into this new year, expand your vision, take the girdle off your brain. You can do this. I'm working, Andrea's working, Terry's working, Sharice is working, Paula's working, Linda's working, your leaders are working. We are working. We are all on the same playing field right now. That's pretty exciting. And your directors have always been working, but they're going to be working even more now because who wants to be left out? Oh my gosh, I don't want to be left out. All right, so save the dates right now. Put in for vacation whatever you have to do. What were the dates again? The dates are October 7th through 11th. That is a week, so or it's right in the middle of the week. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you take off the day before and the day after. So a day leading in and a day coming out. And make sure that is already, go and tell whoever you need to tell, I need that week off. That's it. I'm out of here. I will be on a cruise ship. Claim it. And in all of our units, in our future area, our family, okay, you see this gorgeous laundry bag, very nautical, okay? I have a pillow in it right now so you can see it. It's huge. Look, it's huge. It's huge, okay? That is going to the first 10 people in our family. That means all of our Superstars family. The first 10 people who add a Great Start qualified team member in January. You have to add them in January. I want these gone. I've got 10 of them. Now, we start running out of prizes. Guess what? We got lots of other stuff. Every month that you are still tracking the cruise, you will be getting fun things like checkbook covers, key rings, okay? Fun things. Sunglasses. All right? All kinds of fun things that only directors can get. And you will be getting a prize every month that you're tracking your trip. Who's tracking their trip? Tracking our trip. We're tracking our trip. Everybody with me, tracking my trip. I want your friends and your family who are around you to just laugh at you right now. Look at Joan. We're tracking our trip. We're tracking our trip, okay? And like Andrea said, get all of your customers involved and say, I'm going to have a cruise party for everyone who supports me in this. Be a hostess for me. Be a new customer for me. Be a face for me. You know, listen to the marketing plan. You know, earn a Build Compact with Chroma Fusion colors, okay? Because what are we doing? We're tracking a trip. We're tracking a trip. Come on, tracking our trip. We're tracking our trip. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, Amy's even bopping her head. Yeah, she has no rhythm. She's got good rhythm. Okay, so real quick, any questions? Does anybody have a question? Raise your hand if you have a question. Okay, I'm going to unmute you. Yeah, I think you have to do it, honey. Okay.
So for the 3 red jackets, this may sound like a stupid question,
It's okay.
but do they have to be active reds by the end of the contest period? Like what if they
Yes.
become red in March and then they fall out of red? Like
They have to be active. Everything goes from January 1st through June 30th. So if someone came into Mary Kay in December, they do not count for this contest. Okay? January through June, and everything has to be active in alignment, everything on June 30th. Okay?
What, Joe?
And that's an excellent question, Christine, because that is actually in the FAQs. Okay? So that's actually there. Yes, Dre, where'd you go? There.
So just, you mentioned something that might be confusing. If they came in December, they don't count as a new 6 Great Start qualified. But if she becomes a red and she's your personal,
Yes.
then she could count towards the 3 red jackets.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Miss Terry. Oh, so pretty. Hey.
Can you please just announce who you are to the many, many newbies we have on this line today?
Yes. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. She sent me a message. All right. I am, I was about to say I'm Andrea Zajac. I'm Andrea Zajac, and I'm blonde, and I'm beautiful, and I have a great body. Yeah. I am Joanna Scheib. I have been building my business in Mary Kay for 27 years. I started when I was 12. And basically, I've been a director for 26 years, and we're a Cadillac unit. When we talk about not having a national in Mary Kay, that's because our national, Rena Tarbett, retired, and then unfortunately she succumbed to cancer. And so we don't have a national. We're what's called Go Give. So we are making a commitment. I'm going to throw up now. We are making a commitment, and we are looking for 20 people who are willing to do the work, keep it in balance, do the work, step up, and be directors by June 30th so we can become our own national area. So, as we're working with you, if you say, you know what, Joanna, I love the products, I love selling the product, I love making the money from the products, but team building is it's just not where my heart lies, then any of your customers that decide they want to join Mary Kay, you let your director know, and she'll be more than happy to take them off your hands. We will do that for you as a personal favor. All right. So yes, I've been building my business for a long time. I've moved tons of times. Andrea and I are kind of partners in crime. She lives in San Diego. She's moved a ton of times. And so we put together Moving and Grooving, and we put together the Facebook page and all that. And so we're building right now. We're just building, and Andrea's got 3 kids, and my kids are grown and gone, and they keep coming back for food and money, but they are grown and gone. And you know, basically, and Stephanie's on, and Stephanie's my daughter-in-law, and she's gorgeous. She's so sweet. She takes care of my son, and basically that's who I am. So is that good enough, Terry? Thanks. And I will travel to come and see you. But with these Zoom access, I can do parties for you guys. I can do interviews. We can do anything. Andrea has access to this Zoom. Terry has access to the Zoom. All of us have access. So you can plug us in, and we can face-to-face do marketing shares. We can do interviews. We can do training, everything. This Saturday, we're doing new consultant training here in my home from 10 to 12 my time, that's 10 to 12 Mountain Standard Time. And we're going to try to Zoom film it so that you can be on it live. You can watch me doing new consultant training as well as watch the film later. So, you know, you guys plug in, get going. Okay. Any other questions? I want y'all to know, we as directors work very, very hard to try to support you in the very best way we know. If at any time you have a suggestion that is said with respect and love that you think would enhance how we are working as your director, we would love to hear that. And in turn, in looking for these 20 people, I'm not going to say women, because we'll let guys be directors too, and looking for 20 people who want to move up into leadership, who want to step into their greatness, who want to literally change their life and the lives of others around them. And looking for these people, we're going to ask, can we be transparent with you as well? Can we be upfront and honest? And as long as it's said with love and respect, are we allowed to step into you and what you're doing and what might be holding you back, because we might see something you don't see. And looking at the personal assessments, I was really surprised with how many consultants said that they were very good at booking and very good at meeting people, and yet they're not star consultants. And that doesn't align. That means you have a skill you're not using. So allow us to use these personal assessments to really get to what changes you could possibly think about making, improvements, using your skill sets you have, upping your other skill sets that may not be that tweaked, and really opening yourself up to allowing us as your leaders to pour into you. Because none of us are newbies, okay? None of us are brand new directors. We all know what we're doing. We may not always look or sound like it, but we do know what we're doing, and we really want the best for you. And we pray for you every single day, and we want you to have everything you've ever dreamed of. And I would love to have 20, 30, 40, 50 people qualify for this cruise, and us all cruise together, okay? And like Taylor Swift says, are you ready for it? All right. I love my T-Swift. Okay, anybody else got a question? No? Okay. Thank you for being on, everybody. Directors, hang tight. But if y'all don't have any questions or anything, I'm going to let you guys go, and we're going to stop our recording. We do have Moving and Grooving that's posted every Sunday afternoon or Monday morning. And then you will be getting notifications on the Facebook page as to when every director's meeting each week is, whether it's a Zoom meeting, a Facebook Live meeting, or you get to go sit in their living room and be in their personal space. So I'm going to unmute everybody. We're going to do something kind of fun because our new people have never done this before. So if you've got horrible background noise, then tell everybody to be quiet. And because I am Southern, I like everybody to feel Southern. So on 3, let me unmute 2 more people. On 3, we're all going to say bye, y'all. And Happy New Year. 1, 2, 3. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Happy New Year.
Bye.
Thank you.